what it is? It's your boy Grandmaster Matt. We here with the first vlog thing I'm ever gonna do, probably maybe the last. Doing while I'm eating this lunch, and I was debating whether this is gonna be like a story time vlog type thing, or just me talking. And what gave me the idea was there's this guy called The Amazing Lucas. And he does well, not all. I haven't seen all of it. Some of his videos, it's most of him like talking in front of a camera, and he uses like fadeaway shots to display whatever he's trying to talk about, right? I'm like, I don't have a camera when I play the game, so you can't see my facial expressions and all that. But I would like to talk and stuff. And most of the time, when I'm trying to talk about something important in the game, I usually get interrupted by someone else talking or a cutscene or something. So I barely ever get the point across. And this might be a way to do it. And like one of my Deus Ex videos, there wasn't a lot going on in that video. There wasn't a lot going on, and I know I was talking about the importance of that stuff. And most of the, like, there was a, let's say, a border on like most of the video said Matt talk. Well, I was talking about them, how I would feel in that specific situation, and how if it was something against race or whatever, I was talking about that. And like those type of topics, not something I like to talk about all the time, but I do find them interesting. I go to have a conversation with friends and family members about how they feel about it, and their answers be surprising me. So I'm alright. I may not talk about that stuff. Maybe between games or just like both story times and that. Speaking of story times, the other day, my mother's cousin, a family member, died, right? And at his funeral, his brother started talking. He was like, we not always seen eye to eye, but we had respect each other and stuff like that. I'm like, that meant a lot to me, because me and my brother, we don't get along, not often anyway, unless he's happy about something. But most of the time, it's just mean looks, and that's about it. Now I know if push comes to shove, he'll be there and stuff. But on like a non-serious situation, he's not the best. Anyway, it got me thinking, how would I want to be remembered at my funeral, right? I'm thinking. Don't call me Grandmaster Matt at my funeral. I wouldn't mind it, but it'd be kind of weird. See, I don't know what I'm going to be doing in like, whenever I die. This Grandmaster Matt stuff could just be a phase. I don't know. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this. I have a feeling, I hope maybe, up until college. Or at least I'm really busy. I don't see the end near, and I also don't see it that far. Especially with YouTube closing down the video editor that I use. Makes videos a lot weirder. It's gonna be difficult. I'm sorry, there's a bee around here, and I am deadly ill of bees. Ill. Anyway, back to the funeral part. I want people to know that that whatever I do, well, not whatever, but most things I do, I have a positive intention for everybody. That one of my main core values is fairness and responsibility. If something goes down, you can't blame it on someone else around you. That's one of my favorite heroes, Spider-Man. Great power, great responsibility. You have to take responsibility. And the other part, yeah, is fairness. I'm like, whenever it's like, back to the thing between me and my brother, I know I'm jumping around a lot, it's hard. If he hits me, like, I'm gonna hit him back, like, but if he gets a full-on punch, I'd say it's only fair to do a full-on punch back. I believe that all the way up until at least cruel and unusual punishment. Like, I don't believe in exactly eye for eye, but at least a bruise for a bruise. That makes sense to me. That wasp is big. I am not messing with that. Yeah, anyway. Fairness, yeah. And that stuff. I want them to know that, a lesson that they can carry out in the rest of their lives. Well, not, my mother understands it. I says to her, whatever the problem, serious, like, not whatever, but most problems, you need to be able to sit back, not sit back and laugh, but not take it so seriously. When you come across something don't let stuff get you down, is what I'm saying. I get to a group project, right? I get stuck with a bad group. I sigh about it. I feel like, but you know what? I keep going. Don't stop. Don't let them break your stride. I love that song. That and like, and let you know something. My brother, he got hurt by a car this one time, right? On the way to the hospital, right? I don't know if it was just me going around, or me being stupid, or me being silly or something. But I was like, at least it wasn't an SUV, and everybody looked at me like they was about to shoot me in the face. It was like, this ain't the time for jokes. I don't know. This is, don't let stuff get to you like that. My father, he takes those very seriously. Like, the day I hurt my toe. It doesn't sound that serious, but it hurt like a mug. I hurt my toe in school about 2 or 3 months ago, right? Probably 4 months ago. School was still in. Anyway, I jacked my toe up. Like, toenail was hanging out and everything. And this kid named Jacob, right? Let's call him Jacob. He was standing there, right, around me. He saw this thing called Hazard A. I'm sitting there carrying this thing with a person in my class named Hannah. And we just going around carrying it, trying to get it back into the storage area, right? I'm walking backwards. I trip over it. I'm wearing my my gray kicks, right? And the gray kicks have a part that's pointed at the tip, being plastic. And the thing I tripped over, it was like a metal barrier, right? Not barrier, platform. But it was hollow, I guess. So you could fall in it. It had like, it was a frame. I tripped over the edge of the frame. When the thing I was carrying, it fell, but it didn't hit. That's not what hit me. Kinda. It hit the bottom of my shoe, or the front tip of it. And that pushed it, and that lodged up my toe down. And it hurt like a mug. But at first, I didn't feel it. I got up like, what the heck just happened? Because that's what happens when you fall down. You're like, you're a little bit dazed and a bit confused. And so like, I sit there, and everybody's like, what happened? And some people start jump away, blaming Jacob, right? I'm like, no, I don't, whatever. I'm not that hurt. And I walk around a little bit. I walk out of the room. I stand there for about half a minute, and I move my toe up and down. I say, my toe feels really weird. And I go and sit down, and I feel the top of the edge of my shoe. I'm like, what's this pointing up part? My toe's at the bottom. I feel the bottom of the shoe. What's this part at the top? I take off the shoe. It stings a little bit. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. There's like a little bit of blood on my sock. I'm like, oh no. I take off the sock. My toe jacked up. I'm like, dang nabbit. Go get the teacher. Call him B. Yeah. Let's call him B. He's like, you blame? He was like, all right. Well, Poncho showed up, and he was like, do you want to get Mr. Bird? He's like, yeah, go get Mr. Bird. And then B showed up. He was like, blah blah blah, what happened? I was like, I tripped. Thing hit me. And he was like, do you know exactly? I was like, I don't know exactly what happened until later. It took me like a couple hours to figure it out. Anyway, and then Poncho was like, you blame Jacob? You mad at Jacob? I'm like, no, I'm not mad at Jacob. No one could have saw this happen or seen it. And at the end of the day, my toe was hurt, and everybody was looking at me a little bit sideways, like. And the thing is that got me was, you hear about accidents that happen in school, like people getting hurt or whatever, and you just never think that's gonna happen to me. Not a school incident. You may get injured outside of school, but never at school. And then it made it doubly weird because I didn't show up at school the next day because my sister was getting married. It's a whole bunch of stuff, but that's what happened. And so I show up for a show that my sister's friend was dancing at, and then the teacher showed up, Mr. Calm B. B showed up. He was like, I'm sorry, don't sue us. I was like, man, I love that class. I'm doing it again next year. But it's just weird. Just don't let stuff get you down. So like, and then now, people are like, in technical theater, for like the last couple of days, I was sitting there, right? And it was like, Matthew, get him to carry this? And everybody was like, someone standing by, like, no, you know what happened last time. I'm like, just, man. But like, in the end, overall, even on the same day, not 20 minutes later after I hurt my foot, I laughed at the incident. Now, at the happening, I was cussing up and down. I was like, God dang it, God dang it, yeesh. How the gosh dang it just happened to me? But 20 minutes later, I was laughing. That's the important part. Be able to let it roll off you like a duck. You see what I'm saying? Don't let stuff hold you. And people are like, Matthew, why are you always smiling? Something like that. Why are you laughing? I'm like, I'm just thinking of a good time. Don't let it get you, man. This video is about 13 minutes right now. Man, I didn't know how long this is gonna be. I love doing these story times, and I like explaining my values to y'all. You know what? Yeah, I think this is gonna be the end of this video, this vlog. Hopefully, more to come. I don't know. I have to decide later. Peace.